Good morning and welcome to Planet Doug on a car-free morning in Kuala Lumpur at the River of Life. And on this car-free morning on the River of Life, of course, I'm on my bike. I don't know much about this River of Life project, so I can't really talk about it much. I've walked up and down sections of it, but a lot of it, like the section that I'm on right now, was under construction before. And I don't really know the pathways and whether some is reserved for cyclists, some for pedestrians, or whether it's all combined. So basically I'm on an exploratory bike ride. Just riding. I started at Masjid Jamek, and then I'm going to head south and see where I end up. And I think I've already gone to a dead end because I took this route on a bit of a slope because I thought maybe this was for cyclists and the part down there was for pedestrians. But I'm running into a barrier here. This section does not appear to be open. Yeah, some kind of a bridge here. Maybe it opens later in the day, but anyway, at the moment it is closed. So good morning. Yeah, as far as I can remember, this whole section wasn't open the last time I was in Kuala Lumpur, so this is all brand new to me. I never even walked along this part. Very nice. As I said, it's going to all be discovery from this point forward, how well it works as a cycling trail, and I've run into stairs. So you can't cycle the entire distance. You got to occasionally pick up your bike and carry it down and probably up some stairs, which is not ideal, but hey. There we go. I think there's going to be a lot of places here where if you're unfamiliar with it, you just don't know where to go. Because I'm at a road, I could cross the road, there's a pedestrian crosswalk, or I can go across the bridge. And there's a bicycle pedestrian sign here, but it doesn't say which direction they want you to go. I think I've walked on the other side before. Hello. Here's a sign for the River of Life project. I've talked about these in the past. The official River of Life, I think, is 10 kilometers long. And basically follows the Klang River. And it looks like the official bike path is over here. You just sort of look for that friendly blue color. I'm just passing by past Arseni LRT station, MRT station. And this is a section that I've walked along many times in the past. Oh, all right. You really have to be careful, of course, being a cyclist with pedestrians. You know, you're sharing this path, so you have to be Good morning. Considerate of everybody else. Everybody's moving at a different speed, and there's a family right there pushing a baby in a stroller. Of course, you don't want to go zooming past them at a high rate of speed. And I remember from my walks along here, there are quite a few homeless communities underneath all the bridges. There's a couple of guys over there across the river. And he even has a bit of a water source coming out of the wall. There's a road up ahead. And I remember walking down this way before, and there was a lot of construction still. So I'm curious to see whether it's all been completed, whether it still looks the same as before, or whether it's a completed trail now. That's the old Kuala Lumpur train station on my right. It's now, it was replaced by KL Central as the new Central train station, but it still serves as a stop on the KTM line. Oh, look at this. I just saw a cyclist, a racing cyclist, come down here pretty fast. And up above is the monorail line heading to KL Central. Oh, this is really nice. As I said, none of this was completed before. It was all still under construction, I think. Good morning.
Morning.
Well, it certainly has a nice feeling to it. Car-free morning. Good morning. Seen quite a few cyclists out, a lot of people walking. Oh, there goes some more. Real cyclists. Well, I have to say I'm very impressed with this side of the River of Life. This is a very nice cycling trail. It's just more continuous than I expected. Because I think on the other side, there's a lot more stopping and starting, you know, running into roads, having to reset, cross the road, and go up and down stairs, navigate barriers, things like that. But so far along here, it's just a long open pathway, which is kind of nice. Maybe it's because it's following the monorail line. Just gives it a natural, unimpeded path to follow. Coming up on a monorail station. This is Tun Sambanthan station. I'm not sure what happens to the bike trail at this point. So it'll be interesting to see what I'm expected to do with my bike. I don't know whether the River of Life continues alongside the river on this side, or you have to cross over to the other side. There's some cyclists ahead of me. I can follow their lead, perhaps. Oh yeah, there's a bike lane over there. This bridge was here before. I remember walking across it a couple of times. And my instinct is to follow the river. I don't want to leave the river behind, but the bike path heads into Brickfields. Well, I'm going to follow the river here for a minute, see where this goes. And then if it dead ends, I can always follow the bike path. I think I remember walking in this direction, and then the walking trail went through sort of a construction site here, a narrow tunnel between these green dividing walls. Looks like that's still the case. Who knows, maybe the River of Life walkway will continue along this way once this construction is done. Over here. For now, yeah, it's not completed. Oh, even my pathway is gone. As I said, I used to go this way. There was an opening here, and it would take you around the edges of this construction site. I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the way I went before. Wow. I don't remember the monorail going right through the building, though. Look at that. They built a tunnel through the building itself. Yeah, that's brand new construction too. I've never seen that before. After that construction site, I rejoined the bike lane, and it took me a little bit into Brickfields, along some streets, past a really nice temple, and then rejoined the river again. I was shooting video that entire time, but the file got corrupted. The camera froze, and I lost all of that video. There appears to be a shrine there where people were praying. There was a sign I stopped to read earlier that said, please slow down, because there were prayers in this area. And I wasn't sure why praying would be affected by speed of a cyclist. But I guess people might be praying right on the sidewalk or something like that. Yeah, we're riding right along the river on the outskirts of Brickfields of Little India. It's all off to my right. Some more riverside construction going on here. Looks like this could use a bit of a tune-up. Feels like the operator of that machine could use a respirator. All of that exhaust blowing right into his cab. Basically, he'd be breathing that for hours while he's working. But I have the typical little boy's interest in all kinds of machinery like that. I can't help but stop and watch it for a few minutes. And I'm always amazed at the power they have, because when you look at how the hydraulic arms are attached, it's very similar to my selfie stick with my supporting my 360 camera, because it's mounted way at the base, and being at the base like that, it produces so much torque. It takes so much more energy to move anything when you're holding it that way, or to hold it in place. And yeah, those hydraulics moving those arms around seem like they need far more power just because of the way they're placed. And they don't have a lot of leverage. They're based right at the very bottom of every section. It always amazes me that they have as much power as they do. And I guess the human body is exactly the same way. I've always thought that about arms, because our muscles are attached, to the bottom. Like at our elbow, the muscle is attached way down here at the bottom, and that's like the most inefficient place you could attach it. You need so much more power to be able to curl your arm. And if that same muscle was attached, say, directly to your wrist, your muscles would produce probably 100 times more power if it was attached directly there, as opposed to way down here at the bottom, right? Not very efficient design. Same thing with those machines. Anyway, oh, look at this. I came across this bridge, and then on the other side of the bridge, the River of Life trail is over here as well. But I wonder if this is the end of the official River of Life and you turn around at this point. I'm not sure. As I said, this is an exploratory mission. I have no idea how far this trail extends.
Hello.
Hello. How are you? Yeah, it seems to continue on the other side. So I'm going to continue as far as I can on this side, see where we go. My original idea was to go all the way down to this end, turn around, and then go all the way back to the far end in the other direction. But I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm just going to do it over here on this side, and that'll be the experience for today. The Great Flood, this is talking about January 1971. Kuala Lumpur was hit by a massive flood resulting in extensive public and private property damage. Interestingly, there were people who believed that the major flood was to cleanse all impurities. As a result of the flooding, the government announced the Kuala Lumpur Flood Mitigation Program. 20 people died in the flood and 95,000 were displaced. The worst hit areas were the people living near the Klang and Gombak rivers, which of course makes sense. And perhaps that's what led to the river being enclosed inside this canal system. River of Life. What else have we got here? Historical waterways. The Klang and Gombak rivers once served as Kuala Lumpur's main transport network. Yeah, as I've read before, the history of the river is connected with the tin mining. By the 1820s, the Klang River was well known as an important center for the tin mining industry. More than 20 villages, total population of 1,500 people. Malays from Sumatra inhabited the riverbanks, concentrating on tin ore mining activities. And then there was a boom with new mining techniques and machinery, introduction of Chinese laborers, which allowed deeper mines to be dug, and Kuala Lumpur started to flourish at this point. And back then, the Klang River was the only reliable transportation route. 4-day journey from Klang to the mouth of the Klang River and the Gombak River. That's as far as the big boats could go. Wow, 4-day journey, that's crazy to get from here to Klang. You can get there in an hour by train now. I remember reading a bit about the tin mining, something about malaria being a very large problem. A lot of people died of malaria in the tin mining communities. There's some connection with malaria. I have to say that this whole River of Life pathway cycling lane goes a lot farther than I expected. I didn't think it went this far. Very pleased. Huh. I think, unless I'm very much mistaken, I think we're arriving at Brickfields, Mid-Valley. I think the Gardens Hotel is part of Mid-Valley. I'm fairly certain. And right here, it's pretty clear the bike path does not continue directly ahead because there's a highway and a railroad track there. I wonder if this is the official end of it. Goes across the river though to the other side. Oh, seems to be something on the other side there. Ah, look at this. It continues the bike trail. Hello. Well, I was not expecting this at all. I don't know if this is still part of the River of Life project, but the bike lane continues. Looks like it splits into two here. Yeah, I guess I have to go on this side. Yeah, there it is, Mid-Valley Mega Mall. Mega Mall, Mega Mall, Mega Mall. The Mid-Valley Mega Mall. Huh. Now the bike trail seems to have merged with sort of a motorcycle pathway. A lot of motorcycles and scooters now following this. Ooh, very dark. Well, it looks like it just becomes now sort of a highway companion. Goes off to the left there. So it's not really a recreational bike path anymore, but more of a companion motorcycle trail to go alongside the highway so that people on motorbikes don't have to be out there with that, you know, fast moving car traffic, I guess. They can bypass all of that by following this trail. So I think I'm going to call that the end of the River of Life for me, and turn around and make my way back. So I don't know how far this goes. I mean, this could go all the way to Klang for all I know. Now that it's turned into a motorcycle pathway. Yeah, it probably goes on for many kilometers from here. Oh. That's interesting. I'm back, I've turned around now, I'm backtracking, and the first thing I see is a big sign that says no motorcycles, no scooters allowed. And that kind of blows my whole theory that this was designed for motorcycles. And that might explain why all the guys that were going by me on motorcycles, they were all smiling and waving and nodding at me, being very, very friendly. So maybe they had the feeling like they were taking their motorcycle in a place they weren't supposed to, and they were sort of preempting any annoyance from cyclists by being very friendly with us. But I am open to anybody taking this trail. I don't mind if a scooter zips along it. Yeah, there's the KTM line. It's the train that you would take down to go to Klang. There's still the question of whether even a trail like this makes your bicycle like usable as transportation. Say if I wanted to go to the mega mall, would I be able just to ride my bike there? I mean, I can follow this this trail all the way here, but then how do you get from here to the mall, and how could you park your bike safely, you know, lock it up where it wouldn't be stolen? I don't think that's really possible. So in that case, you couldn't really use this to ride your bike to the mall. You just end up, be a lot easier just to take the LRT anyway. That's what I always used to do. But there is a section of the River of Life on the other side of the river here. I noticed that when I was coming in this direction. Maybe I'll zoom down there and just see what's going on. I don't think you can return all the way along the other side starting from this point. But I just want to see what's down there. Fun walkway anyway. Now we're down at the riverside again, but I think that's as far as the trail goes on this side. Oh, look at that. Maybe not. Wow. Maybe this is as far as it goes. Let's see what happens. Yeah, so here's the dead end on this side. Can't go further than this. So to go back, you've got to follow the other side of the river the same way that I came, at least at the beginning anyway. Hello, how are you?
buses, trains.
Oh, okay.
So he recognized you.
From YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to shoot some videos taking the trains and the buses.
So now you stay here something?
For like 3 months, I'll stay here, and after that, I don't know. Yeah.
So all over the world you are traveling and
But we'll see.
oh.
Yeah. Have a nice day. One thing that occurs to me, though, is that on this entire ride, I haven't come across any bathrooms at all, like no public washrooms, which I suppose would be nice to have if you're walking. It's quite a long walk to do this whole river of life, and a lot of people would end up needing a bathroom before they got to the end of it. But I guess public bathrooms are a whole new expense. It costs a lot of money to maintain them. So here is the question of whether it's possible to return on the other side of the river or not. Because the bridge takes me to another path on the other side, but I don't know how far it goes. So far, so good. The trail continues on this side of the river for a while. I was just speaking with that man up ahead and his son. His son actually knows me from YouTube. Says he's seen my videos and he recognized me. But he says that the trail continues here for maybe half a kilometer, and then you cross over to the other side again to go through Brickfields. But it doesn't go all the way back on this side along the highway, it just goes a part of the way.
Actually, you can go also the same track to
Oh, really?
yes, this track is there. It's the cycling track, the blue track.
Oh, on this side, all the way to Pasarseni?
Yeah. If you go here, just one bridge is there.
Okay.
Either you will cross, otherwise you can go this highway.
Right.
And then turn left. Straight also towards Pasarseni also there.
Okay. All right. Cool. We'll see. I'm sure I can make it. Thank you. Well, so far, also so good. The bike path has become quite a bit more narrow, but still rideable, but directly ahead of me it looks like it may come to an end. So what's happening here? Oh no, well, yeah, it's a real obstacle course. Looks like they've set aside a little place beside the road. Oh, there you go. Got some steps here. Hello. You definitely have to be considerate of other cyclists as well as pedestrians. A little bit of a obstacle course at times. And now what? I don't know what. What do we do from here? Oh, maybe. That's so funny. It looks like, okay, we got to go along this little grassy section. Through here, just thread the needle. And then you're back down on the river of life. Look at that. It's such a jumble of barriers right there. Yeah, it looks like a temporary reconstruction. Interesting. They even have a ramp here that takes you all the way down to the edge of the river. Wonder why that would even exist. Other than for maintenance vehicles, but it seems wide open to the public too. I have no particular reason to go down there right now. But you could if you wanted to. I was watching a video the other day from Gio Nation. And Gio Nation is a YouTube channel from an American who rides a trike, like a three-wheeled bicycle, like a recumbent bike around the world. And I watched the video where he rode his recumbent around the island of Penang, like did a complete circle, 70 or 80 kilometers in one day. And he ran into trouble because his recumbent is pretty wide, much wider than a normal bicycle, of course. It's even much wider than my bicycle trailer. So when he came up on all these barriers designed to keep out motorcycles, his recumbent couldn't fit through either. And on multiple occasions, he had to pick up his recumbent and carry it all the way across all these barriers. Well, I seem to have, okay, this is where I am. That's the Tun Sambanthan LRT station. And that's the bridge I pointed out. And at least on this side, it appears to be the end of the bike trail. You have a choice. You can either get on the highway, which I don't want to do, or you can carry your bike up the stairs. I'm just not in the mood to deal with highway traffic right now. I'm all about the river of life, so I'm going to carry my bike up the stairs. Yeah, here's a cyclist, and he knows the route instead of taking the stairs and the bridge. Okay, he just rode along the ramp there. I guess I could have done that, never thought of that. And then you just ride against traffic for 50 meters and then go back onto the bike trail. Yeah, that would be the thing to do. That's what I should have done. I didn't really notice the possibility. You need good brakes. If you didn't have brakes here, you'd be in trouble. And one more little set of stairs. Yeah. Once I get my bike outfitted with pannier bags and handlebar bags and tool kits, it gets heavier and heavier. It's a lot heavier than just a normal bike that you might have at your apartment for a Sunday ride. And everything about this bike is a little bit heavier than the average bike. Pannier racks, heavy duty touring rims, things like that. Every little bit adds up, and the bike becomes quite a bit heavier than an average bike. So it feels like my river of life trip is winding down now. I'm almost right back in my neighborhood. So I guess from here I work my way back across the main road up ahead, past Arseni, and from there back to the Kojoy Hotel. Okay, yeah, this way I think. Yep. And there comes the monorail. Whenever I see that, it always makes me feel like I'm in an amusement park. Feels like a transportation network inside Disneyland or something. Hello. And we've rejoined my part of Kuala Lumpur back in Chinatown, essentially. And the river of life continues up ahead to Masjid Jamek and beyond, but I'm going to leave that section of the trail for another day. Just going to try and make my way through the city back to the Kojoi if I can do it. I came down here the other morning. I guess I was too early then, because Kasturi Walk was blocked off. You couldn't actually go through it. So I thought maybe the whole thing was shut down. But today it's open, though it's not nearly the same as what it used to be like. There used to be a lot of shops here. lot of food stalls, but now there's not very many at all.
Right now, have your bum here.
And I'm right back on my street where the Kojoy is located. Might be a strange thing to obsess about, but as I was going through Kasturi Walk, I saw a bunch of places where I wanted to stop for a cold drink. They had all kinds of interesting snacks and drinks, and just for fun, I was going to get one. But they don't have any seating. Like, you can get your drink, but then there's nowhere to sit down and enjoy it. So this is something I was talking about the other day, where these shops, I think they've installed a sprinkler system to deter people from sleeping in the doorways. Because this one here obviously was running this morning. These poor guys got completely flooded out. All their cardboard is soaked. All their belongings, their clothing is all out here being dried. And right here, Happy Smile appears to be this charity. I was talking about this as well. They come here. I don't know if they come here every day or just on the weekends, but they distribute some food. So there's a lot, as you can see, very large community of homeless people here. Everyone coming to get a lunchbox. So Happy Smile appears to be the name of this charity. How many meals do you bring every time?
240.
240?
Yeah.
It's a lot. Thank you. So you can see over here a lot of spots where the homeless are sleeping right there. And there's a group, more of them just up here on the right. They all got meals today. The woman from the charity there said that they distribute 240 lunches each time that they come. And across the road in the park, you can see quite a few more, all enjoying the lunch that these people brought. And I guess they know what day of the month or what day of the week that they come to distribute the food. They all gather here. Maybe word of mouth spreads very quickly. But anyway, that is it for my bike ride down the River of Life. Yeah, I enjoyed that quite a bit. As I said, I had plans to go in both directions, but for today, one direction from here to Mid-Valley and back again. I think I would consider the River of Life, you know, the Riverside bike lane, it kind of ends at Mid-Valley. That would be the ending point, heading in that direction. Beyond that, you can keep going, but it looks more like a path that follows the highway, not really the River of Life project anymore. So down to Mid-Valley and then in the other direction. I'm not sure how far it goes. Maybe I'll have a chance to ride my bike in that direction next time. So that's it. Worked out pretty well. The bike survived. No flat tires, no mechanical emergencies. Yeah, I enjoyed that quite a bit. And as always, see you in the next video.